first active duty Air Force officer to compete for Miss America, dreams of being a Top Gun fighter pilot. But can she go inverted? This is authored by SWNS via Epoch Times. U.S. Air Force Second Lieutenant Madison Marsh is not only the current Miss Colorado and a Harvard student, but has a coveted place to train as a fighter pilot. On January 14, the 22-year-old Arkansas native will compete for the Miss America crown in Florida. That's today. An event featuring several phases, including public interview, as well as evening gown and fitness stages. Pageants are changing. In one of the ways is what being physically fit means to women. Second Lieutenant Marsh said, "For me, it's great because I need to stay physically fit and in the gym for the military, so it already coincides with pageant training." From a young age, Second Lieutenant Marsh had a love of science and a dream to be a pilot and astronaut. Her parents encouraged her dream, sending her to space camp when she was 13 years old, where she met astronauts and fighter pilots. Around that time, she learned about the United States Air Force Academy, and at 15 years old, she started flying lessons, earning her pilot's license 2 years later, and then began to work towards her goal of becoming a cadet. She was crowned Miss Colorado in May 2023, just before graduating from the United States Air Force Academy, U.S. Air Force, AFA, and commissioned as an Air Force officer. And while at U.S. AFA, Second Lieutenant Marsh decided she would try to compete in pageants as an extracurricular activity. She said, "As a freshman at the academy, you might have a hard time finding your identity in a very new and challenging environment," she said. "My cousin had competed in pageants for a long time, and one of the big things about it that I love is the community service aspect and the focus on public speaking." 3 years later, she was crowned Miss Colorado. "It was very surreal," she said. "I believe I'm the first active duty officer from any branch to represent at the national level of Miss America organization," she said. Second Lieutenant Marsh is quick to address the many preconceived notions and stereotypes about beauty pageants and their contestants. She said the Miss America organization that I'm part of now is all focused on what you can provide for the community through your social impact, making sure that you have a stellar resume, that you're good at public speaking, that you can connect with people, and are empowered to lead in other ways. That's not just about you, she said. And as Miss Colorado, Second Lieutenant Marsh enjoys talking with other young girls about being a pilot and serving in the military, and sees it as an opportunity to dispel stereotypes that exist about military women. She said, "It's an awesome experience to bring both sides of the favorite parts of my life together and hopefully make a difference for others to be able to realize that you don't have to limit yourself. In the military, it's an open space to really lead the way that you want to lead in and out of uniform. I felt like pageants, and specifically winning Miss Colorado, was a way to truly exemplify that and to set the tone to help make other people feel more comfortable finding what means most to them." Second Lieutenant Marsh, however, may see her as a Top Gun fighter pilot. Upon graduation from US AFA and commissioned into Air Force, she received a coveted pilot slot and is currently determining the career opportunities and personal projects she wants to pursue. But the sad loss of her mother to pancreatic cancer may see her career take in cancer research. She said, "I lost my mom about 5 years ago to pancreatic cancer, and I started a nonprofit almost immediately afterwards with my family to raise money and awareness of pancreatic cancer for people in our town. I'm now trying to take the next step and use my studies from the Kennedy School to learn about the inner workings and the difficulties of what policy really looks like, issues like economic environments and other social pressures that might be inhibiting our ability to implement cancer policies that can affect all Americans." In September, Second Lieutenant Marsh started a 2-year master's degree program in public policy from the Harvard Kennedy School. through the Air Force Institute of Technology Civilian Institution programs. She'll also work with the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and a professor from a Harvard Medical School to research early detection of pancreatic cancer. She said, towards the end of my time with USAFA, I started to realize that my bigger passions were in policymaking and cancer research, so that's why I ended up at the Kennedy School, she said. And this is on Zero Hedge. It's authored by SWNS Epoch Times. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.